What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? The question keeps arriving. You know, people say, "What's the difference between a beat maker and a producer?" I mean, really, every most producers start off as a beat maker. You know what I mean? So when you making, you get your first piece of equipment, your keyboard or whatever. All you really doing is making beats. You know what I'm saying? Trying to just figure out what you want to sound like, or who you trying to impress or whatever. Um, I was making beats and kind of producing at the same time because I was an artist at first. So we rap, and then me and my cousin we'd be spitting, and then I would make beats to go with whatever we were spitting about, blah blah blah. So composing a song around a beat was like the first stages of actually becoming a producer, because you got to come up with the ideas of like, you know, um, what cadence should you be spitting at or singing at, and how you think the hook should go. How should the beat, how should the beat drop here and drop there. Coming up with a concept. You know, when you're claiming that you're a producer, it basically means that you're not just going to make a beat and just cut it off there. You know what I mean? You go all the way. A lot of producers ended up being, arrangers, co-writers, engineers. Um, so it just starting to just this foot was on being the beat maker first. Don't start, I got to be a producer and get to that point. You know what I mean? Just perfect your craft for the actual craft, beat making, and then as you start working with artists, becoming a producer will just come easy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have an idea for the song, and you're gonna want to hear that idea come to light. Just try to find some of the best artists you could possibly work with that can take direction. Um, and I think it'll start there. So for the difference between producer and beat maker, it's simple. Beat maker, go in there, you can make a beat, it's over. A producer takes it to the limit. You know what I mean? They go all the way with it. You know what I mean? Help with the hook. Help with arranging the vocals. Giving advice on ad libs. Melody references or whatever. You know what I mean? So don't just stop there. Um, there's your answer, man. That's the difference between a producer and a beat maker. But I got some classes coming up that you start seeing me advertised for. I'm gonna be teaching my first adult music production course. It's called Creativity versus Business, and we'll be taking applicants for that class soon. I'm gonna keep you posted, but I'll be able to break a lot of that down in the class, and also teach people how to actually become more of a producer, to speed the process up. You know what I mean? It took me 10 years to kind of develop where I'm at. 10 to 14, well, I say about 12 years really. Probably even more, but definitely 12 years of hard, like really persist to try to be the best producer I could be. But by taking this class, it's going to basically give you a jump start in your production career, because I'm gonna be able to tell you the things that you would only learn from a lot of trial and error, from making mistakes and trying to come back and fix it. I'm trying to just basically prevent a lot of those mistakes, for you up and coming producers and beat makers, songwriters. But this class is for everybody. You know what I mean? If you just like got some common interest in how to make beats, or your common interest, and you hear my music, or you might have some stuff that's been released that I've done or whatever, and you kind of like inquiring on how do I get things to sound a certain way. Um, I'm gonna break down a lot of these secrets in there. You know what I mean? How to get a sound. How to get your beats from sounding small. Your drums, they don't sound big enough, or your chords don't sound big enough. You might have good concepts, but the quality dynamically is not getting to where you're trying to get it to. So I'm gonna touch on a lot of that, and also the business, different techniques of how to make some money off your craft as well, and try to make a living off of what you do. So overall, I'm a producer. I used to be a beat maker. I can be a beat maker if that's all you want me to be for you. But depending on the client, definitely you want to be a producer. You know what I mean? You have more control over the record. You know what I mean? And when I teach these classes, you're gonna get hands-on, first hands-on on how exactly this whole process is done, and I will keep y'all posted on that. Again, you know, just blogging, Kariz World Studios, and I'm about to go in here, get working on the mix, and I will holler at y'all in a minute, probably next week sometime. All right, peace.